Two rowing teams. Same boat. Same oars. Same goal. One glides like a knife through silk. The other nearly sinks. Same training. Same fitness. What's the difference? It's not talent. It's something invisible. Pure psychological support. You can have the best strategy. The smartest people. The clearest goals. But if teammates don't support each other psychologically, the boat doesn't move. This video is the hidden architecture of team efficiency. By the end, you'll know why some teams align effortlessly while others grind to a halt. And how to build the first kind. Not with complicated systems. With something you already have. Each other. Let's row. Why do some teams click like Legos while others feel like pushing magnets the wrong way? One team finishes each other's sentences. Shares information without being asked. Fixes mistakes without blame. The other team. Silent meetings. Hidden agendas. Work that never gets done because everyone assumed someone else was handling it. Same company. Same resources. Completely different realities. The traditional answer: hire better people. Train harder. Write clearer processes. But the real differentiator isn't talent. It isn't even leadership. It's psychological support between peers. Not from the boss. From each other. And when that support is missing, the alignment gap opens like a crack in concrete. And everything falls through. What actually holds a team together? Not mission statements. Not pizza parties. 3 structural pillars. 3 invisible beams. Pillar 1, collective learning. The team's ability to develop a shared understanding of what works and what needs to be fixed. Learning together. Building a common mental map. Pillar 2, seamless coordination. Aligning every phase of a project. From planning to execution. No dropped balls. No confusion about who does what. No handoffs that lose information. Pillar 3, quality of interpersonal relationships. The human layer. Reducing conflict. Creating a climate where people want to work together. Not because they have to. Because they choose to. 3 pillars. Like the legs of a stool. Remove one, and the whole thing wobbles. Most teams obsess over coordination. They buy software for it. But they ignore collective learning. And they forget that relationships are structural, not soft. A stool with one leg doesn't stand. Neither does a team. Here's the truth most teams never figure out. How people feel about each other matters more than strategy. More than process. More than software. Relationships come first. Every high-performing team has 3 hidden needs. 3 things that have to be fed, or nothing else works. Think of them as fuel in the engine. When there's fuel, the engine hums. People want to be there. When the fuel runs out, the engine dies. No new software will save it. Most organizations pour money into the wrong things. Better dashboards. Better tracking. But they ignore the human layer. So what are these 3 needs? First, autonomy. The need to feel in control of your own work. Not micromanaged. Not second-guessed. The feeling that your choices matter. Second, competence. The need to feel capable. To know that when a problem appears, you have the skills to solve it. Or you know who to ask and you're not afraid to ask. Third, affiliation. The need to belong. To feel like the people around you notice when you're there. And notice when you're gone. Because they care. 3 needs. Autonomy. Competence. Affiliation. Feed them, and your team stops surviving and starts thriving. Starve them, and nothing else will save you. First pillar. Autonomy. Not independence. Not doing whatever you want. Autonomy is the feeling that you're acting with true volition. That your work aligns with who you are. That you're not just a cog turning because someone told you to turn. When autonomy is high, people don't comply. They commit. They bring their whole selves to work. Second pillar. Competence. Not being the best. Competence is the quiet confidence that you can master your tasks. That you're not drowning. That when a problem appears, you have the skills to solve it. Competence is solid ground beneath your feet. Without it, every task feels like walking on ice. When teammates support each other's autonomy and competence, the stool stands. People grow. Confidence compounds. But we're missing the third leg. And if you skip it, nothing else matters. Third pillar. The deepest one. The one organizations ignore at their peril. Affiliation. The profound, unavoidable human need to feel genuinely connected to colleagues. Not to like them. To feel seen. To belong. To know that if you fell, someone would notice. Here's the brutal truth. You can have all the talent in the world. Perfect processes. Flawless strategy. But if people don't feel appreciated by the people they work alongside, they leave. Not always physically. Sometimes they stay but check out. Their body is in the meeting. Their mind left months ago. Affiliation is the anchor that keeps the boat from drifting. It's why soldiers fight for each other, not for flags. It's why great teams feel like family, not like machines. And here's the kicker. Affiliation isn't built in retreats or team-building exercises. It's built in the small moments. The daily micro-interactions. The "how are you, really?" The offer to help before being asked. The recognition given publicly. The question that includes the person who's been quiet all meeting. Those moments aren't soft. They're structural. They're the grout between the bricks. Without them, the wall falls. Now let's put all 3 pillars together. When autonomy, competence, and affiliation are supported, the team enters a virtuous circle. An upward spiral. People feel good, so they help others. Others feel helped, so they help more. Information flows freely. Mistakes become learning, not blame. Proactivity replaces waiting for permission. The outcomes are measurable. Better communication. More peer support. Higher engagement. Lower stress. Lower turnover. Here's the business case. Less turnover means less training. Less training means more time for actual work. More work means better results. Everyone wins. But here's the mirror. The opposite spiral is just as powerful. When these needs are frustrated, the circle reverses. People withdraw. Information becomes power, hoarded in silos. Mistakes hide in the dark, growing into bigger problems. Stress rises until someone breaks. The team rots from the inside out. Same people. Same skills. Different circle. The difference isn't luck. It's intentionality. Whether someone decided to feed the needs instead of starve them. Here's where most organizations get stuck. The old paradigm says, motivation comes from the top. The manager supports. The manager sets the tone. That's true. Partly. But here's what changes everything. Psychological support isn't limited to bosses and employees. It applies just as much to peers. Between teammates. Between the person at the next desk and the person 3 rows over. Your boss isn't the only one who can make you feel competent. Your teammate can. Your colleague can. Every interaction between coworkers is a transaction. Not of money. Of psychological energy. Every gesture. Every word. Every silence. Feeds the 3 needs or starves them. You don't have to wait for a promotion. You don't have to wait for leadership to notice. You can start feeding your team's needs today. Right now. In the next meeting. In the next conversation. This is the paradigm shift. From waiting for leadership to becoming leaders for each other. From vertical to horizontal. From top down to all around. Let me leave you with this. Peer psychological support isn't a soft skill. It isn't nice to have. It isn't something you tack onto a training workshop. It is the fundamental architecture of team efficiency. The load-bearing wall. The foundation. Every time you ask a colleague for their opinion before deciding, you feed their autonomy. Every time you share credit for a success, you feed their competence. Every time you notice someone struggling and offer help before they ask, you feed their affiliation. The opposite is also true. Every time you interrupt. Every time you take credit and disappear. Every time you stay silent when you could help. You starve them. One interaction at a time. The question isn't whether your team has psychological support. Every team has some. The question is whether you're building it up or tearing it down. One gesture at a time. One word at a time. One silence at a time. Here's the challenge. Starting tomorrow, notice your micro-interactions. Are you feeding your teammates' needs? Or are you starving them? Teams don't fail because of bad strategy. They fail because the invisible engine stopped. And the invisible engine runs on one fuel. Each other.